that is the roadmap basically. So we are not going to be cover this Scorch, and we will integrate the PowerShell with cloud. So do you have an idea about the cloud?
I mean, you mean Azure or AWS or?
Yes, yes, Azure, AWS, and Google as well, right?
Uh,
So we will also integrate this PowerShell with the cloud. So here we will refer the AWS, and we can also integrate with Azure as well. Okay.
okay.
And the first, I will discuss about share the few point about the PowerShell. And in the starting, the PowerShell was used by the Windows administrator.
Mm-hmm.
They were using to automate their daily task, which are related to Windows. Like for example, they want to be fetch some information of server. They have a thousand server. They need to be getting the report from the thousand server. Like what is the disk space, and what are the services running, and which service is stopped, and if they want to be start that any particular service, if they want to be send any particular file or upload any particular file. So apart from that they will be customized the logging as well, right? And active directory related information, if the user have to onboard offboard, and if someone have to reset the password for that. So this operation was done by the administrator only. But now currently it is used by a many role. For example, we have a DevOps. So I think you have must be aware about the DevOps. What is DevOps? So DevOps member is also used to this PowerShell to automate. And PowerShell, as you know, PowerShell is a Microsoft product. So Azure is also Microsoft product, Azure Cloud, right? So it
Mm,
is very compatible with Azure Cloud. So easily you can be automate the Azure Cloud related stuff. Whether you want to
okay.
be create any service or update any service of cloud, so you can easily do with PowerShell, and you will see the CLI command of Azure. So that will also is designed in the format of a PowerShell.
Okay.
So, and any product of a Microsoft, it is easily to integrate with that. There are many modules, so you just have to be install that module or integrate, and then you can be perform the action on that particular product.
Okay.
So, apart from this, we have cloud ops, means cloud operation, whatever stuff you have to be automate, which are related to cloud. It could be any cloud, Azure, AWS, Google, right? So you can be perform the operational with the help of a PowerShell. That operation you can be automate. And we have developer. So developer is also using a currently PowerShell to be design any automation tool or any application. So here mostly we will use the graphical user interface, and apart from this we have other area where we will use this PowerShell. So not only these member who is currently using this PowerShell, apart from we have a Windows administrator that has been used by from the starting, right? So Windows PowerShell come with wide default with Windows OS. Now PowerShell, why we use the PowerShell? So here we have some use cases, admin task automation related. So admin, whenever you need to be start any service of the particular server, or you have to be reboot and on a particular schedule, so you can be perform such operation. And we have already discussed cloud related automation we can be performed. And we have a CI/CD, that is a DevOps part, right? So in a DevOps part, Azure DevOps, we will use the PowerShell to be complex CI/CD if you want to be design. So in that case, and apart from that, you can be use the PowerShell where is Windows is being used. So if
Okay.
Windows is being used there. So very easy PowerShell
Hmm.
to automate any task, and it is easy. We can say also it is an easy than Python as well. And we have active directory related, as you know, the active directory related, what is active directory? And so user related stuff you can be automate. And apart from, we have a database related task that we can be automate. So database related, what kind of a database operation you can be automate? For example, you need to be fetch some information from the different database, and you have to be customize the output, and you have to do anything with that data, or you can be save some data, you can be update if you have, if you want to be save any data in a the database using any script. So apart from this, we have a many area that where we can be use this PowerShell. And basically, what is PowerShell? We have discussed about where we can be use this PowerShell and what kind of a task we can be automate. So PowerShell basically is used to automate stuff, right? And daily we will use this PowerShell. So what is PowerShell? What is your understanding? What is the definition of PowerShell? That if you have work on that.
I think it is mainly used to automate stuff, uh,
Yes.
and like it's more of a, what to say, if like you can do the admin things way easier here than if you choose some other path.
Yeah, we can do this thing, but basically, what is PowerShell?
It's a command line prompt.
Right, and it is also a scripting language. So
Ah,
these are, there are many way that you can be define this PowerShell. First one is a CLI,
hmm.
right? First one is a CLI, and any example of CLI that you have work on that
Command line interface. I think PowerShell is one. Bash or Git. This one.
in a window there is a CMD, command prompt,
Hmm.
right? In a command prompt you have write some command as well, and many way you will be work on the command prompt to be run any particular command. But here we can say PowerShell if it, so PowerShell is a advanced version of command prompt in a simple word. Or
Okay.
this is the one way that you can be automate the server or machine, right?
Yeah.
And here we can be design the logic decision making.
Hmm.
Therefore, we can say also PowerShell is a scripting language. It is a scripting language. So if any scripting language is there, so they're having a different concept, loops and variable flow control statement, right? All these thing. And one more thing, in which language this PowerShell is developed? Do you have an
No.
idea?
No. Mm-hmm.
So, do you have idea about this keyword or terminology? Case sensitive or not case
Yeah,
sensitive?
yeah, yeah. I understand what is case sensitive.
So, what is this PowerShell? Case sensitive or case insensitive?
I don't remember.
It's a case insensitive.
Okay.
That means you can be right in any case, uppercase, lowercase to command. For
Okay.
example, if you have created two variable name that is in uppercase, and if you have created in a lowercase as well, so that will be treated as a single variable.
Okay.
So this is the meaning of it. And let me tell you one more thing here: configuration management tool.
Hmm.
That means it is also used to the configure the server in a desired state. What is the meaning here? We do you have an idea about Ansible?
Sorry?
Ansible, do you know Ansible?
No, no, no.
So configuration management tool is like in Ansible. Ansible is also used to configuration management automation tool, right? So what is the configuration management tools here? The configuration, as name it suggesting here, and the configuration means setting of your computer, right? What are the setting that you want to be implement? For example, you want to be change the Windows machine name, you want to be change the IPs, you want to be create an volume, you want to be delete any extra setting, or you want to be install any application, right? So any configuration that you want to be implement in your VM, so that you can be do with the help of configuration management, and here you have to be define the desired state, and that will be available always in that state, right? So this is the meaning of it. And now let's move to ahead, the PowerShell command. So as you know, the command prompt is itself having a command in which we will type some command, and then we have to be right there, and the operating system will perform according to that command, right? What action the operating system have to be performed, right?
Correct.
So here we have to also provide the command is nothing, it's like a string word content, right? But this string or word or sentence, we can say, we have to provide in a proper syntax. We cannot be provide any text message to operating system,
Mm-hmm.
like like we cannot tell like tell me how many files is available in this folder. So it will not be treated as a and the PowerShell command. So here for the PowerShell command, there is a proper syntax that we have to follow, right? So first, let me tell you first feature of the PowerShell command, that is in a Windows system, the PowerShell will come by default, right? So they're having a already built-in command in PowerShell. So that 100 plus command you will be find in your system that you can use, and there is a proper syntax that you have to follow. What is that? Verb hyphen noun pair. Verb hyphen noun, it's an you can say English terminology that we use in English grammar, right? Verb, what is verb here? We can relate like a, just 1 minute, this verb is like an action, and verb on which item or name you want to be perform this action, you have to tell that one part, right? You are going to be perform suppose example, for example, you want to be delete any thing, anything. So here you are going to be perform the action, which action? Delete. So what, now you have to be requirement, you have to take the input, what you have to delete. Okay, I want to delete the what? File or folder. Okay, which one you have to be delete that one? So there are a lot of input, right, that you have to be passed it. So here what you want to be delete, item or file or directory that you can be passed here. So this is one form that you have to be tell it. For example, let me create here, for example, you know the host, you know that CLI host, right? So on CLI, you can say interface on which you will write the command, right? That is screen, you can say that is in host, right? So on those host, you want to be getting some information. So you want to fetch. For fetching, you have to require some. You have to perform the action. What action you can be perform? Can you tell me any verb for that? You want to be fetch some information from the host.
Okay.
So what verb is coming in your mind for that?
Get.
For get, right? So here you have to be understand get what information about host, right? So
Yeah.
you are get means fetching what host information, right? Same thing if I use here get hyphen service. So its name it's suggesting itself what we are going to do. It will fetch what services from your system or from your remote machine, right? So here you just have to always remember this acronym CRUD. So do you have an idea about this CRUD acronym?
Yeah, yeah. Create, update, and
Create,
delete.
read, update, and delete.
Delete.
For this is an action that we are going to be learn always with different item. So create, for create we will use the verb. What verb we use here? New, basically, right? If there is an additional module, so might be they will use a different verb, but in a built-in module I'm talking about that only. New you have to be used for that, for if you want to create anything, if you want to create service, if you want to create process, right? Any object you want to be create, you have to be use that new. And then you have to use the read. For read we will use the verb get verb. For update we will use the set, and mostly use this one, and we can also use another verb as well. So we'll understand that one later. And for delete, delete itself verb, right? So
Yeah.
instead of this one we will use remove in a PowerShell. This verb you have to always remember mostly. Once this verb will become in PowerShell command, you will get easily idea what we are going to do.
Okay.
Are we going to fetch some information? Are we going to be create, or are we going to be delete anything or update something? So these keyword you have to remember only. As you know, in an operating system, what are the core component that we have to see in an operating system? Not related to hardware. You can say also hardware. So what are the core component here? Hardware, first one, right? And second, software, right? These are the main. And apart from this, everything you have to be run as a service as well, yeah, service either or process, right? And another thing that you have to be see network, right? These are some category, or you can say scheduling as well in operating system. So we have to cover these component to perform the action on it. On this we have to perform this action network, we have to perform this action on a process, we have to perform this action on a service, we have to perform this action on a hardware. We cannot be create new hardware, but we can fetch, right?
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
can we update some information as well, but we have to, I'm just keeping this keyword to understand easily anything, so that might not be a confuse if we are working on any command set, right? So that you have to be keeping this keyword in mind. Let's move ahead. The command for PowerShell are known as a commandlets. Basically we will use the command that is a general word, so easily you can be get it idea, right? But we called here commandlets in PowerShell, pronounced as a commandlets. This is a another thing. And now we have some feature as well of PowerShell command. What are the PowerShell command feature, command line history. So there is a lot of command already, and you can also develop yourself. Tab completion and command prediction. So this is very important features in a PowerShell. So tab completion, if we have this syntax for the command. If I type here get and then I press tab, so it will suggest you and it will predict all the command which is starting with get, and as well as the some parameter. So this is the features of a PowerShell command itself. And the support command and parameter alias. So here any parameter is like a long name. So it will also support the alias for that, right?
Hmm.
Like computer name. So itself having a two word. So you can also use only server, PC. So what is this? These are alias, right? Same for command, as for get hyphen process you have work on that. So for that we have a alias word, PS, and this PS word is also used in a Linux operating system. So generally we will note this is a default alias name as well itself for the command which are built in. Okay, so that
Okay.
is the meaning of it. And pipeline for the chain command. This is also very key point of an PowerShell. We will follow always this chain. As name it chain, one, two, just assume these are the command. Three, four. It could be any command. So output of this, once you run this one out command, it will generate some output, and this output will pass to this command, to next command, right? So what is happening? Output of this command, it will treat input for this command, right?
Yeah.
So same thing, it will also generate output,
Hmm.
right? And this output you can be passed to the next as input, right? And it will also generate output, right? And it will be passed to the next command. So what is happening? It is making chain, right? Therefore chaining command. And here for making chain we will use this straight line between these command. The first command output will be passed to the next command, and next command will generate output and it will pass to the next command, and same way it will be going on. But we cannot directly use with any command. We have to understand this in output, how it is mapping to the next command input itself, having this concept. We'll discuss this in a video. And that is a similar help system is available in a like a Unix system, Linux system. You have work on that. So there is a man command that we will always be use for the reference. And similar, we have a different discovery command that we have to discuss in a later video. So this is the about all and the quick introduction, or we can say demo itself. Anything that you want to be add on or ask anybody.
So the PowerShell, right? As you mentioned on the operating system, what alone it affects on the operating systems. Uh,
Sorry.
so PowerShell, if I want to write code in it, so will
Yeah.
it, yeah, what and all it will affect on the operating system. Like it has servers, process and everything, right?
Right.
I have seen some videos where it gets some of the services, like it says get service or set service to something, and it uses process also.
Right.
So what and all it will affect in the operating system.
Yeah, it will operating system it's an itself having these features, so it will be affect itself.
So
For
everything will be
example,
affected, you mean to say?
yeah, not everything itself, but if you want to if you are running the command for the particular component, so that component will only affect, so
Yeah.
on
No,
which
no,
you
correct,
are
correct,
running.
correct. No, no, that's what I'm asking, because hardware can't be changed like using PowerShell, right?
Right,
It will be same. I'm just asking. Network, I think you can just get it. You can't change anything in network apart from IP address or something.
right.
Yeah. So my question is, what and all it will affect, like using the power of PowerShell. Will you be able to change the process? Will you be able to change the service? How and all it will affect the operating system? That's my question. For
Okay,
sure, it
so
can't change. Yeah, hardware.
yeah, yeah. I just give this acronym to remember and easy to understand. It will not be apply these keyword for all component. We will learn one by one all the command which are frequently used and which kind of an action we can be perform with that component. For example, if I'm talking about the process, so for process related itself having some command and that action we can be follow. We can fetch, we can delete, right? And we can also we have another command as well, so I'm not recalling that one right now. So that operation we can be performed with that. For
No, no,
example, you want to be create that, you can create it.
got it, Azam. My question is very simple. Just asking, how is PowerShell affecting this? Yeah, definitely, you can't affect the whole operating system in just one command. I'm like ask in general. I'm asking which which and all parts of operating system can be
Right.
affected using PowerShell.
No, no, it cannot be affect to itself this component, because itself having an separate part of this. And you can say like an as you know, we use the power python, so that itself having a separate environment, and the PowerShell having a separate environment, so it cannot be affect. But if you are running in PowerShell like a process related, so it
Uh-huh.
will be consume the hardware resources, right? If you are running any long batch process, right? So it will be affect the hardware information, like how much the process is consuming.
Mm-hmm.
PowerShell is running itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it if it is running continuously, so it will be consume the CPU, it will be consume the memory,
Okay.
right? So
A-
it will affect operating system many component.
Uh, okay. And if uh, so, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I'm just asking. So, if my computer is having a lot of GPU, will
Okay.
it be useful for PowerShell to run better or work faster than compared to the older, what to say,
And
CPU or something?
actually, if you are working,
Uh,
you have to understand which kind of a task you are running. Itself in window having that information, it doesn't mean how faster it is running. Itself the PowerShell come with the by default with windows, right? So if your windows if hanging, so you can't be open this application, you can say it's a software, right? So
hmm.
you cannot be run it by it is any you can say like is there no prerequisite for the PowerShell
Okay.
related to hardware. But if you are
Uh,
running any script or PowerShell, so you have to understand how that a script is consuming the process. For example, if you are running the parallel process,
hmm.
right? So if you are running 100 or 1000 process in parallel, so
Hmm.
what happen here? It will consume and process CPU, memory.
Hmm.
So in that case, you have to be require extra what we can say memory and CPU, not a graphical user interface, because it is not like a graphically that will be work on the graphic memory, right? So
Yeah.
so we will not be required like that in GPU information,
Uh-huh.
extra GPU. We will require basic and any Windows in which have in PowerShell. That's it, lightweight PowerShell. It's not nothing like we have to be required the GPU for that.
Okay.
just any hardware. If
Mm-hmm.
any hardware is available, if it is a Windows, so itself it will work PowerShell. Now you
Okay.
have to understand that one, which kind of an script you have developed, whether that script will be take much memory and CPU. You have to focus on it as well, only this one.
Okay.
And if you are running them more remotely, so then you have to be consider the networking.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a good network for that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's, yeah, anything else.
No, no, Asim. That's it.
That's it from my end. And Ganesh, if you want to add anything.
Nothing from my side. Nothing from my end. So do you have any question, Bhumika?
No, no, Ganesh. That's it.
Okay.
Asim, you are from which state, if I may ask?
Noida.
Noida. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So when you want to start, Bhumika?
We can start from tomorrow, Ganesh.
Tomorrow, right? Okay. Then what I'll do is let me create a WhatsApp group and also let me create a Skype as well. We can have a classes through Skype from tomorrow.
Okay.
It said at 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock, no?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, 6 o'clock with sir. Maybe if there is any challenges or if there is any like issues, then he'll post in the group like at least prior so that we can we'll be it will be flexible timings like since it is one-to-one training, right? So based on your
Yeah.
availability, we can manage.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay.
And also you'll be getting each and every session will be recorded. So you
Mm-hmm.
can go to the recording before coming for the next session. And if you have
Okay.
any question, you can make use of the WhatsApp group. So whenever you're practicing something, if you get any errors, you can make use of this WhatsApp group, you can post.
Okay. Great. Awesome.
So if you don't have a connection, then we can wind up for now and see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. 6 p.m.
Sure, sure, Ganesh. Yeah, we can do
Okay.
that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Azam. Thanks for your time.
Thank
Have a
you.
rest of good rest of your day. Thank you. Bye bye.